What's up, guys? And here we are looking at Bitcoin over 200 grand. I'm just joking. But that's what they're claiming. So a lot of experts are saying that Bitcoin is going to hit over 200 grand here very soon. So right now we're sitting at 94,770 bucks according to the futures market. And they're claiming that it's going to hit 200 grand pretty soon. So I was reading this article. So let's get into it. So I found this article. This is on kitco.com and it says 2025 will be the year of AI, DeFi, stablecoins, regulatory process in crypto, and Bitcoin could break 200 grand by August, which is very soon. So, and it says down below, which I've kind of explained in other videos. So it said Bitcoin proved to be the best performing major asset in 2024, more than doubling its price to an all time high of $100,000 per token and beating gold's standout 26% gain. So gold, gold, held its own. 26% for gold, that is amazing for 1 year. So, and then, but of course, Bitcoin outdid it. But tomato, tomato. Everybody has their reasons to invest in certain things. Depends on your risk appetite and how, because you know, geez, you can invest in Bitcoin today and lose 26% in a day. So it'd be pretty crazy. And then it says, but was far from the only big story of the cryptosphere. Digital assets like Dogecoin quadrupled in value in the last year. So Dogecoin apparently did really well. I haven't really been paying attention too much to Dogecoin just because it's kind of a meme coin. Meme coins are kind of like they're very high risk and they basically almost have like uh, I mean, technically none of this stuff really has value, but it's more for like if you're playing a game and they give you these fake coins and say, "Oh, congratulations, you played this game. Now you got 100,000 coins." So now that's what Dogecoin is. And so you get all these free coins, and you can maybe buy coins with that, and upgrade your avatar or something like that. But for the most part, Dogecoin, I would say, is very high risk, whereas Bitcoin actually, they're talking about. Uh, so I know the next administration, the Trump administration, is talking about making U.S. the Bitcoin capital of the world. And so that's can be very interesting. That's why a lot of people are talking about Bitcoin going up to 200,000. So and so down here it says in 2024, the crypto market peaked at $3 trillion. Now, $3 trillion in money per se is not that much. You know what I mean? So it's actually in baby steps. I don't know what. So if you consider Bitcoin like money, like the dollar, right? So the dollar probably has $100 trillion in assets out there. I'm just throwing a number out there, but it's probably a big number compared to Bitcoin. So for Bitcoin to have 3 trillion, that's saying something. That's a lot of money. But there's also a lot of money out there that could be invested into it, and that's kind of what they're bringing up. Now it says decentralized finance, so DeFi sector accounted for just 1.4% of the total, and so it's a very small portion of this money, right? And but it says in 2025 we see 100x potential in at least 10% of the crypto market. So it's set to explode. You know what I mean? This DeFi. And if you're not familiar what DeFi is, so it says decentralized finance, but really what it is they're trying to replace the our current digital technology. And the way our current technology works, so when you charge on a credit card, you think, oh, it just comes out of my bank account, right? But it doesn't. It actually, when you charge on a credit card, that goes through another processing agency, which tells your bank that, yeah, we'll eventually take the money out, and it's a big, you know, robbing Peter to pay Paul sort of thing. So they're just keep borrowing, 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 but the money actually doesn't clear for like 5 days later or something like that. So it's kind of a long process where and an expensive process. So Bitcoin technology actually promises to cut out a lot of the red tape and a lot of these middlemen that are making money. Because like if you're a business, for instance, and you're taking credit cards, every time uh, you go to McDonald's, charge on your credit card, they get charged like a 50 cent processing fee plus 3% of the purchase on top of that. So on a you know $100 purchase, the seller, so the owner of McDonald's, is paying a minimum of $3.50 for every transaction. So, and it doesn't sound like much, but it adds up, especially when you're doing millions of dollars, right? So, that is kind of what the promise is of Bitcoin. And so they're planning on using crypto technology to do that. Um, and the DeFi is basically the processing system of that, if that makes sense. And then, and so it also talked about stable coins. So you need stable coins basically to. So I know they were talking about there's all these conspiracies out there about the government starting a Fed coin, right? And they were gonna decentralize the currency, and so they were gonna make a federal coin that and replace the dollar with that. And a lot of people freaked out over that because then the government could basically track every purchase that you did, which they kind of already do, you know what I mean? But this would be down to the second, you know what I mean? And they could literally, you know, cut you off at any time or whatever else. But what Bitcoin promises is a little more freedom in that, separate from the government. And so they're hoping that the government can, won't have their fingers in it so much, But I'm sure they're going to figure out a way to get their fingers in there because, like I said, anything digital can be tracked. And I'm kind of skeptical on the process of Bitcoin. I used to be all for Bitcoin as far as, I was thinking, wow, it's a great, uh, you know, to have in case, your own dollar or something like that goes worthless. Now you can have Bitcoin, but Bitcoin can be manipulated as well. So I don't. It's going to be an interesting process, and I could probably explain more of that in another video. But for now, I'm going to just talk about the potential of Bitcoin and the stable coins. So stable coins. Let's go back to is stablecoin is basically linked to the dollar. So, they're basically, so let's say when you want to make a purchase, instead of, Bitcoin is going up, 10%, down 10% every day. So, you can't really tell when, you know, you don't want to lose all your money, having to just sit in Bitcoin. So if you want some money just like in kind of like a bank where it's not going up and down so much, you can transfer that money from Bitcoin to a stable coin. So I'd say the most popular one's called Tether, and it's Tether. And that one is a stable coin that basically, it's basically pretty rock solid to the dollar. And there's been other coins out there that have tried to do a stable coin, but they tend to some have actually failed, and so that be kind of scary. But right now, Tether is basically I think, proven itself, especially during the pandemic, that it can hold its own, and so that could be something to look into. I know, again, when I was talking about the Fed coin, Fed coin was trying to replace the Tether coin and as a stable coin, and that would basically replace the dollar. But yeah, so and where the U.S. kind of wants to get its little greedy fingers into is the processing fees, right? And I think they're going to try to make money on the processing fees. So, but the problem with that, they need a lot of computing power to do that because a lot of these Bitcoin miners and all these other things, they have big warehouses full of computers that have to keep track of all these transactions, and it takes a lot of energy and a lot of money and a lot of space. What do you guys think? Do you think Bitcoin's going to hit 200 grand this year? I don't know. But I think we have a pretty good shot at it, considering we're going to have an administration in there that's very pro crypto and is going to be uh, very interesting. So I would definitely something to keep your eye on. Again, I would probably use Bitcoin or Ethereum just to make money, and I would get out because it's kind of a high risk situation. And then I would probably put that money in gold or silver. That way, it's more stable for the long run. But don't feel like you're missing out if you invest in gold and silver. I believe because it's better than cash, right? And you know if you get scared in the market and you pull everything out and you just have all your money in cash, well, now who looks like the idiot? You're better off just putting it in gold. So okay, well, hope this makes sense, guys, and make sure to like, subscribe down below, and peace out.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.